According to my only true father, Volodar, my mother sent me north to his former master with only a single piece of cloth representing my heritage. It was a wrapping for a babe, a sea blue wrapping with 2 animals embroidered into it, and some Greek phrase. Volodar says that the phrase means sea wolf or wolf of the coast. He was never able to find a perfect translation. On it was a gray wolf, above which stood a black sea serpent. I do not know what my mother intended these symbols to mean. I know that they are not the mark of any family I have ever discovered in my short time in Greece. But Volodar said that the wolf was my Rurikid father, and that the ever-wandering serpent of the sea represented me. Can such a sea serpent, a wanderer of the oceans, ever settle? I think so. All creatures must stop at least long enough to bear young, and this serpent of the sea desires nothing more now than to find a home where he can hear the crashing of the waves and rest for the last of his days. Hello and welcome again, friends. My name is Hunter and we are playing Demetrius. Last time we tentatively decided that we were going to live here in Barcelona because the empire exploded. Now, I might not. We'll see. Our dynasty probably doesn't have what it would take to rebuild this empire, and it's probably going to try to rebuild itself as it goes anyway. If I thought there was a strong chance that we could rebuild it, then I would head over here. But I don't think that's the case. I think there's going to be some serious conflict there that has little or nothing to do with us, right? And I do like the idea of Barcelona. It's one of our favorite places that we stopped in. It's nice, it's warm. There's a lot of room to grow in a territory where there are so many like Muslim kingdoms right on your doorstep. It's got this perfect opportunity for a conquest. But I think we're gonna do it. We need to think about this though, because we don't have enough provisions to get there right now. We could take this, see where it goes, and refuse it if it goes someplace we don't want to go to. Where's this? There. Not far at all. So we'll do this while we decide. We gotta go back down to 3. We have gotten our bastard into our family at last, which is amazing. Oh, travel awakening. Yes. The crop circle, man. And we have successfully done this transport mission. It gives us 178 monies. Got another transport mission here. Let's see where it takes us. It is going to take us to Sade. If I move my camp, will we run out of provisions on the way? No, I would like to customize my route though, so that we get to here, right? There, making it as safe as possible. It's going to cost us 1,000 provisions, but gets us back to the coast and restores some of it when we get there. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're basically getting paid to return to where we just came from. We are going to probably need a little bit more. Oh, let sleeping dogs lie. I have fought so many wolves and beaten them all so far. All children in your camp, get closer and form a friendship with our son and gain a pet dog. We shall require a new tent. I could slay the wolf, but I'd rather do this. This is awesome. This is great. Everybody, pet dogs for everybody. There are other children in our camp, right? I know there are. We have, oh, maybe they've all grown up. No, we got Icab. Looks like just Icab right now. Looks like the others have in fact all grown up. Oh no, there's the 2 brothers too. They both have dogs now. I mean, that's the best thing to ever happen. I gotta tell you, that's amazing. We can gather provisions when we get there, which I think will be really helpful. So, lines about legacy. This woman is again sending me a poem. Aren't you like forever away? You're like some Norman. Where are you even from? I guess she's heard the stories of me and she just likes to write me poems. I mean, I am a romantic figure after all. I've got a... Mistress, look what I found. What is it, Sislava? What did you find? A letter to Demetrius. Sislava, You should not be going through his things like that. Oh, you're half mad. You don't know better. A married man shouldn't have lovers in Normandy. Sislava, I don't think that's very fair. It isn't very fair. This woman has sent him at most 2 poems. Have any other women sent him poems? How many lovers does he have? You're the one who decided to marry him. Sislava, don't interfere. Demetrius can't decide who sends him letters. That's true, and I suppose I have to admit, any woman would marry that man if he'd have them. I feel like we should send her a poem back because it's like, because she's been honoring us with so many poems. Oh, our wife is pregnant. Oh, I was starting to get worried because we're getting to the end and we're so fertile. And it was like 5 years that she didn't get pregnant for. Oh, that's good. Do we want to become a wise man? Or do we want to just join the celebration? I think we're just going to join the celebration. Why wouldn't we, right? Plus, the stress down is nice. I think we're probably at base stress anyway. This character doesn't build stress. It's easier for him to build stress now, right? Because now he doesn't lay with as many women. Should head back to my camp. There we go. So that's giving us some money. Actually hoping for provisions. I just realized it's not giving us any at all. What is this? Is it generate claim scheme? What kind of scheme is a generate claim scheme? It's got to be a learning scheme, right? Yeah, it's got to be a learning scheme. I'm tempted to find out where these go because we can cancel them. So that we can keep on this whole going by like just like following the money back towards Catalonia. I think that would be good. So we can now click this. We are above 60. We have visited 61 places. There's literally no reason for us not to do this. So I guess we do it. The bright sun rising over the snowy mountain peaks, the effervescent gutters of sprawling cities, the temples harboring the most pious and most wretched souls, the works of men across the century, nature's wonders crafted by the hand of God Almighty. I have seen it all. I have talked with highborn and lowborn alike. I have seen people live in a myriad of ways. Such a trove of astute observations of my faultless reminiscence would be a cherished marvel for anyone with but a spark of curiosity. I should decide to write it down. My memories belong to me alone. This gives me 5 intrigue lifestyle perks. I have not told half of what I have to say. So this gives me the travels artifact, lifestyle experience for future holders. Its quality is increased for every dozen points of interest. My pen shall remain dry for now. I am going to take the book. We're taking the book. We are writing our memoirs. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. The Travels of Demetrious were a kid. Monthly lifestyle experience if you fulfill the requirements, right? What are the requirements? Is not the creator. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get the bonus myself. That just makes perfect sense, It's great. We'll just carry this in our bag for now. It's a great book. Maybe we just take 20%, 25% prestige is basically nothing for us, right? It's like 8. It's 0.8. It's 0.08. Pretty sure we're getting more from other things. Learning lifestyle. Well, we're not really getting much, but still. I mean, this is worth more. We have our sword. And once our wife has her child, we're going to need to do our domain. We're going to need to do our dynasty. I didn't even think about that. That means this is the dynasty episode. How many months do we have? I'm so nervous. Oh, 5 more months. We have to pick our dynasty. It's important. This is all so important. Where are you sending us? Where are you sending us? You want us to go to there. That's in the roundabout way that we consider traveling towards something to be that is closer than we are. we do have to correct in that direction. I will absolutely. Oh, I can't do it yet. Gotta do a couple of things while we're here. First of all, we're gonna send out our hunter to forage. Good. And we're gonna see if anyone around here owes us anything. High tier contract available. Forgotten claims. What is this? This is a generate title scheme. Like, I don't know how we would succeed at this. I don't think this is like something we're good at. Oh, we're exalted among men. It happened. It literally happened. We're like the famous traveler. Should I do this just to see what happens? This is cool, but I'm not doing it. If it wasn't here, I would think about it, but I'm not doing it. It's neat, but I'm not doing it. Before we can run off and do this thing, though, we need provisions. And the best way for us to get provisions at this point, I don't know if we can, but we're going to be able to buy them. Yeah, we don't have enough. We can't afford them. So that's a wash. We won't be able to do this. We'll have to cancel it. It's too far for a single trip, and we're going to have to cancel it. We can't do it. It's too far for a single trip. I'm sorry. We're going to find somebody else, man. Maybe this one will take us someplace closer? Oh, that's up there. So it really doesn't take us anywhere. So we could just do this as a regular mission to try to get some more money, right? I wonder if this kind of trip would be better, right? Like, we don't need the wilderness kit if we do it like this. And then we can go to here and here, like that. It's much safer because we're so good at seafaring. So let's go. Let's start our travels. Make some money because we definitely need provisions. Because I don't think a single hunt will give us enough. Rare trinket. Bejeweled scriptures. This is a crazy good item. Like, just these bejeweled scriptures, they're almost impossible to bypass. Now, I mean, we have been spending our whole life as a man not of God, and if we're ever going to recover basic level of piety, now would be the time to start. And we're generous, so we want to do it. But it's our last 50 gold. But we're doing it. So I don't even think it's going to give us a point of learning right now. It should be taking a point of learning away from us right now. It's fine. If we can maybe turn our faith around before our death, I'm kind of thinking maybe we should. I don't know. Our wife is a Catholic. Of our children, one of our children is ill, but it's normal illness, and she's fine. She's betrothed to this guy. Did I do that, or did someone else do that? I don't even know anymore. I did that. I must have, right? Oh yeah, that was in Provence, of course. That yeah. She'll recover. That's his younger son. So my children are Catholic, Orthodox, Catholic, Orthodox. It's pretty even, actually. Catholic, and whatever my newest child is going to be Catholic, and my wife is Catholic. Maybe I should just convert to my wife's faith. Can we still do that? Can I, like, adopt her faith? I think we're gonna adopt our wife's faith. Let's do it. It's more important to our wife than us, and this will mean that her children will be born as Catholics. I think it's the right decision. So many of our family are Catholic. All of our sons are Catholic. My precious wife, my Eugen, I've been thinking about what, Demi, when you think I worry, you do not have the most reliable of thoughts. No, this one I'm thinking about because of something that you said. I say a lot of things, Demi. Get to the point, please. I have never been what could be described as a good Christian. No, Demi. A bit close ever at any point. No one would mistake you for a good Christian. And I'm only a follower of the Orthodox faith because of an accident of birth. Yes. And I know you would prefer if your children were baptized as Catholics. I would, Demi. So I should probably just convert. I mean, it's not that big a deal to me. And Demi, thank you. Yes, that would make things quite a bit easier when our 2 children are finally born. 2 children? Yes, Demi. I think this is twins. We have delivered the artifact. Good. Made a bit of money. Also always good. Let's a little pause here a second. Now, you, of course not the Kingdom of Denmark. That's insane. I've got this, like, since we're here thing. He appreciates me a tiny bit because we're both bastards, right? We're also both poets. It's pretty rad, dude. We're very similar. Maybe I should try to help him. It is a decent amount of gold. No, I'm just gonna stick with what I'm doing for now. We will ask for requests off of everybody that we can, because there are some around here we can do, and try to use that to fill up our provisions. And maybe see if this travel... Oh, did it go away? It's right there. So let's try to see what we can do. So this guy, we could ask him for provisions. We could ask him for gold. The provisions are probably more valuable. We'll take provisions. Go to this guy and say, hey, we need provisions. We're spending all of our prestige to get this happening, but that's fine. We'll ask this guy for provisions. And finally, we will ask this Prince Bishop for provisions. Let's see where this takes us. Where do you want us to go, man? We're literally there. You want us to take you to you? Cool. That's weird. That one's a little weird. Okay, that one's a little weird. We will also use some prestige to get provisions from him. That pretty much gets us prepared to leave. And I think we're ready. Let's see how the journey by sea looks. CCC. So if I was to pick up my tent and move it here to... Sort of want to land in a city. Like there, maybe. I think, though, once we got to here, we were probably into the sea it. Just because it's safer, right? Safer. Do we bad apple someplace? We don't even bad apple. So let's go. Okay, guys, we got this. This is great. My child is probably going to be born at sea. Creeping suspicion. There is something odd about my farm market, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. Perhaps it's just my imagination running amok. Nevertheless, that ominous feeling is keeping me up at night. I'll look into it. Okay, she's a sexual deviant. We'll just keep that to ourselves. You know, she can take that secret to the grave. Another one of our daughters has come of age. That should be marriage for her, right? Yep. Nice. I'm glad, because her mother is totally dead. Totally dead. I wish I'd realized her mother died, because I would have invited her to the camp. Oh, 2 daughters! Twins! Okay, so you are gonna be Vasilia, Daria, Dobrava, Sophia. I like, and then for you, we're gonna do a Catholic name. I like Cecilia. We should have taken Cecilia. I think we'll get Cecilia back. Joan, Olena, Magdalena, Maria, Bridget, Beatrice, Magdalena, Maria, Sophia, Joan, Philippa? Sophia and Philippa? Yes. Okay. So we need to stop because there's so much we need to do. First of all, the first thing we gotta do is we gotta look. This is just how this works. I already know this is how it works. It's well tested. Every single one of my children, including any grandchildren that have already been born, are now in my proper dynasty, my real legitimate dynasty. While they are still all bastards, they're all legitimized. They're all members of the dynasty. It's all good, right? Then 2 new children stand as my only 2 legally legitimate children. Their older brother is, he's also illegitimate. And I'm gonna spend some time, I'm gonna put together a little crest. Okay, so we are going to be House of Vardos. Our motto is going to be the endless road calls, and our symbol is a darkened version of the Rurikid dynasty symbol with the serpent from our from our adventure camp on it. We've removed the wolf because the wolf was supposed to symbolically originally, I didn't talk about this, but this wolf was supposed to symbolically represent the Rurikids, but now that we actually are using the Rurikid crest, we don't need the wolf anymore. We are the wandering serpent, though. We are the sea serpent, the traveler. So let's finish this. So there we are, House Vardos. We right here at the top. Look at us, no renown. many children. It's great. Many children. We're gonna finish our trip down here to Barcelona, and then our next goal is to try to get ourselves landed. Means to an end. I sit by the barber's tent, letting sounds and smells of the camp wash over me. It's different from a life within the safe walls of a palace, so very different. I must claim some lands in the future. Ooh, we might actually take this now. The lust for land. Yeah, the time has come. I'm not committing to anything here. I just want to see like how this works. Due to the horrible opinion of you, yeah. We get ennobled adventurer for 20 years. Gain the trait veteran adventurer. All camps, yeah. Interesting. Like I said, we'll decide exactly how we're gonna go about this once we get to. Oh, Mari died, and we weren't even paying attention. Oh man, I was hoping that you would see our new home. That's sad. I mean, you lived to be 74 years old. Much of that was on the road with me, so that is tragic. We need to replace you as second. We have a lot of good choices. We have that new courtier, the lady we found in the forest. That's kind of hilarious. Oh, she's already had a child with her husband. Nice. We have Ippolita, you know, the person who came to our camp because of the crush that our son had on her. We probably should find her a nice husband. Maybe she should marry one of the knights. They're all a little old for her though. And I think I think I should say Bermond and Cerno are the youngest. Do they have any traits in common? Not really. I mean, when we're here in Italy, we can find her somebody, right? It feels like I don't want to put a mad woman in as second in command. It feels like Litzwind is too soon. I think we're gonna put Ippolita in there. I think we're gonna do that. I hope nobody's upset about it because she's so new, but she's just literally the best candidate who isn't even newer than she is. Oh, welcome to the rulership team, young lady. It's good to see ya. A knight errant. Okay. Oh, he's 20. He's lustful. You know, we were looking for a husband for our young friend. She's a little older than you, but still young enough to have children. I think we're just gonna make him see sense, get him to join. I don't want to take that risk that he doesn't accept it, and I think you can marry. There you are. Let's go. I don't know if we're gonna try to push immediately to conquer the territory, or if we're gonna try to work with the local leadership first. We do have organizer. We took that mostly because it makes army movement speed faster, which we thought was cool. Then it kind of made sense for us. 80% chance we get rough terrain expert, costs us 50 gold. I mean, we are expecting to do some fighting soon. Let's do it. Rough terrain expert, nice. Very good. I'm not sure how fast we're going to push on this. We're 50 years old. So we're going to land here in the city of Prades, the corridors of power. The food at Mayor Raymond's Padres residence in Padres is excellent, of course. A far cry from the usual rough fare I'm so used to. He wants a hook. In exchange for money, we will take money from him. Let's just see what our situation is here. So let's visit the city. Okay, let's go into the city and take a look. We could visit the fine craftsman. Weapon are most useful right now. Armor would be useful, but we don't have that much money. But I'd like to see kind of how much the stuff might cost. Not that bad, actually, truth be told. Yeah, not that bad. On second thought, though, we don't have the money right now, sadly. I suppose we could go into debt. It's not that big a deal. We got lots of jobs around us we can do. If I'm doing it. I'm going to debt for it. It's fine. Thinking of something else. Maybe we can sell an artifact. None of these are things we're actually willing to sell. The only thing we'd be willing to sell is the little trinket. Supplies are fine. Let's head back. Let's go to the tavern. We will listen to the story. Got some intrigue experience, always useful. We're not going to be recruiting. We got a big camp already. Our camp is pretty full. So, making our headquarters in the city of Prades, we're going to start with this little secrets contract up here. Let's put on our new armor. Yeah, we spent a little bit more than we had, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. So let's get out there and start doing our work. Start making ourselves a little bit more famous around here. Get some hooks on all the different people who are around. So we will start planning immediately. As always, Natia the Mad can be our diplomat. Our shill can be Malekhez the priest, who probably doesn't like me as much as he once did because I'm now no longer the same faith as him. He's an old man. He's not going to be around much longer, which is kind of sad, really. But everybody's getting old. Like that's just how it is. Remember when he said he was only going to be around for a while and we weren't certain about him, and he's done so many missions for us since? It's been a good long time. We'll get the Breton to be our gabbler. I miss Ducoc. We will get Bermond to be our theologian. And our Justicar will be Mayor the Compassionate, starting to kind of be known as Mayor the Old. Also, not much left in him. One reason to push landing is just to have Mayor see us at our proper station finally after all these years. He's been our doctor. He's birthed all of our children that weren't too far away for that to make sense. He saved, well, he tried to help in so many different situations. He's an unbeliever, okay. With that, Crimes of Passion. It's too... Can't do this. You cannot be doing this. Guys, you're an old priest. And she's a young woman. You don't need to be fighting people. She's not a bad person. We've been together for years. Well, some of us months, but still. All right. I could pass this on. Who's this? This is Mayor Isabel. I think I'd rather pass it on in this case. We do want to really make the Duke like us. Like that is our primary goal right now. Like this man, he needs to think we're the best ever. Maybe his son does. His son is chaste. I'm not supposed to sway chaste people, but in this one case, I think my wife is going to convince me because of how important this relationship will be in the future. Dimitri, yes, my love, what is it? I think you are being too strict about your opinion of Count Gossfred. You mean the celibate son of the Duke? Yes. Sometimes you need to be pragmatic, and he is an excellent gentleman and a good Catholic. Yes, but he doesn't like my stories. Tell different stories, dear. I know, generally speaking, it's hard to get along with people who are opposed to you in personality, but in this case, he's a fine gentleman, and very likely if you decide to stay here, he is going to be your Duke for many years. Just if you could try to find some common ground with him. You are wise, my wife. I will make an exception this one time, and in spite of the fact he finds my stories of my adventures distasteful when they reflect on women, I will find stories to tell him that he doesn't dislike. Martial perk, we are now a peacemaker. We're almost gallant. Wow. Feels like good work. Contract Eyes in the Shadow. We'll also pass this hook on. I think the old Duke should just, I think we're going to wait for the extra 5% because we're only 2 away and this is going pretty fast. Man, I hope we can get his son to like us. This is the Count. I'm actually going to keep the Count. No, I'm not going to. That costs money. I'm going to actually let the Count go. We're going to let the Count off because most likely if we do become a vassal here, he is going to be the second most powerful vassal in the area. So it was his son that we were doing the work for, and him. That does help his son like us more, which is good. We do want that. Now this will send us away. We don't want to go too far, but we will check to see where it is before we decide not to do it. We need to return home first, of course. To our camp. Danger! Fire in the night! Run! Victor becomes wounded. Put out the fire before it spreads. So we can do 40% chance to quell the fire. 40% chance that Victor is wounded, 20% chance that more people are wounded. I think we run. Poor Victor. But he was immediately healed by the old man, so take this contract. Where do you actually want me to go? Rough Gemstone, you want me to go to Are you kidding? Paris? No, no, that's not how this works. You're not sending me away, man. That's not how this is gonna go. So he has a lot of reluctance because we're a fornicator and we have sinful traits. That's fine. We'll work really hard to change his mind. Now we could also purchase land. The question is, he won't do it for paying double. He will do it for paying double and a hook on us. He'll do it for paying double and increased obligations. So paying double and using our hook will get this done. And the county we would like to take would be this one, the one we're camped in right now. So that's what we're working on. That's what we want to try to do. So let's see if we can generate any more missions around here. We might also have a better time with his son, to be fair. So let's go into town. So we could do this, right? For this mayor. We could carry some cudgels. Yep, we'll do it. We're not going to move anything around. We're just going to go into it. So let's start traveling. Use our soldiers to beat up some peasants. Let's make haste. Start traveling. Other people's pastures. So we could try to help improve things. Let's do this because I think this is because it'll work. And we might as well do it if it will work. Danger, this is fine. I think I know the cure. Yeah, no, Mir. We know what Mir can do. We don't know what we can do. That we're not actually that smart, you know. The stolen keg. So our son here has stolen a keg, and he had a really good time. Gregarious it is. Absolutely. All of our kids are gregarious. Contract fight corruption. Silent, so your people die. Yes, we will. We'll use our troops. So we excelled at contract hook now. That's good. I wish there was a way we could make him like us. We're gonna need to make some money. That's for sure. Now this one up here is actually paying more. We could cross the border into France. I think that'll be fine. Let's accept the contract and go. Hopefully we don't fail too much with his son. We really want his son to like us though. Architect's Digest. So this guy has this. We don't really want it, but it would give us a stress down. We don't want to spend the money though. That's nice. Keep up the good work. How many people do we have around here that actually need us have like OS? We want to keep the Duke, right? And if this is his son, the Count. So we want to keep these because they're going to be useful directly. But we will take some gold from this guy. We'll make him dislike us a little bit. I think I'm comfortable with that. We're going to need about 400 to convince him. Eyes in the shadow. We will start planning immediately. Nadia, get in there and be our diplomat. The Bishop of Toulouse is willing to help us here. I think we'll use our own men. Hippolyta, please do your job. Thank you. The Gabber will be our Breton. The Theologian will be Bermond. And the Justicar will be... Actually, I think we'll get Prozia to do it. We'll let Mir rest a little bit this time. Let's get this done. Shouldn't be too long. We're not bad at this at all, so we should be able to quickly get through this. Yeah, 400 gold. That is our desire. Your culture has discovered arch saddles. The other thing we were going to do should refill our men-at-arms, right? Might as well. Nice. I think I was going to say we want to, decision-wise, look at, where is it? Convert to local culture. So we need prestige for that. And the culture here is, oh, he's come of age. He did okay. And his brother did better, but he still did very well. They grew up so fast. You are now married. She's now in the camp. How's her mother doing? She's still got years in her. Okay, that makes sense. So your wife is in the camp now. She's possessed. That happened. So it's fine. It's fine. You also have opposed traits. I didn't know that was going to happen when I picked her. She's still young, though. You should still have some kids. Maybe I should have married him to the younger daughter and not worried about the land claim, but, you know, we had hope, right? We really had good hopes on it. Oh, your father died. So the older man did die, as we suspected would probably happen. How does he feel about us purchasing the same piece of land? Pay double, use hook. He will do it for pay double and use hook, so that's fine. Maybe we can find some work with him. Maybe we can improve his opinion. I would like to improve his opinion if possible. We could maybe... We're not going to get much above 88% here, are we? Are we gonna wait 4 more? Or are we just we're gonna fire it now. Please work. Ah, good. 100 basically gold, some more prestige that we desperately need, and we will head back in. Scheme has ended. Do this. Does anybody else owe us? Somebody new? Nope, nobody new owes us. We will go to the city. We'll go to the city and we will see if we can generate new contracts. Just thinking of something else. Collaboration, that's intrigue contracts or traveling. We'll do the intrigue contracts. Good, so you have a good intrigue contract, and this is fight corruption for the queen. I think we're gonna do this first. Smaller group travels faster. So you want us to go and do a bunch of reconnaissance. That's all fine. So he is not swayed. I'm willing to try again. We're gonna have to watch our stress though. We don't have as many stress downs as we used to. A quick study, smart boy. Okay. Okay. I think we've got this. I think we're good. What is this? Proactive reconnaissance Toulouse. I can put my ear to the ground, which is a 43% chance. I can work my charms with an 85% chance, or I can just beat him. I can just interrogate him. That spends my prestige. I'm gonna try to work my charms. Hope it works. Good. So we charmed him and he told us things he wasn't supposed to tell us. That's the thing about this, right? That's how it goes. Now, once we're finished and we know we're finished, so we will, we might take our boat back. We can put my ear to the ground, work my charms, do it. Ah, these people, you know, I know Duke. I know this Duke. We knew each other a long time ago, man. Remember that? We worked for you. But it wasn't that long ago. Change your flawed fare. There's a 1% chance we literally keel over and die. Otherwise, we're probably fine. Good. If we don't need to do anything here in Genoa, we will, like, if we're done here, like if it completes here, we will not. We'll take a boat back. Time to work my charms. Put my ear to the ground is a 95% chance, so we will use our intrigue this time. Nice. All right, such a bounty for so few whispers. Yes, great. So that means he really likes us now. Like I said, I'm gonna customize my route and we're just gonna return by sea. So let's apply this and head home. Oh, what happened to you? You had a stroke, you stressed out, and you also stressed out. What is stressing you guys out? She did not deserve this. Maybe I can find, well, we'll see who owes us a favor, right? We have this mayor. Mayors aren't that important. Got this guy whom I do like, and contract for this count we could do as well. Maybe the count might have somebody marryable. I do wonder about that. Relationships, courtiers, maybe we could try. And our son is probably too young for her. Well, we'll see. We will take this contract once we get home. We gotta get home first. And we're definitely gonna do the one for the queen as well, because that's interesting. Nobody trying to murder my people, please. Why are you guys always fighting? We're almost at the double gold already, which is good. But we do want to succeed at the goal of becoming Catalan as well. Like, we don't want to do that after. We want to do that first. Which means doing jobs until we have about 1,000, right? Because that was that's 1,000. Where is it? Convert to local culture. Yeah, we need about 400 more. Let's do, well, we could do the job for the queen first. The queen wants us to help her out with some banditry. I think we are perfectly capable of that. I do. So let's take the contract. Hopefully we can get a good success. Let me deal with them. We've got this. We've got this, queen. We've got this. We're going to help Aragon out. Delinda comes of age. Her daughter has come of age. She's going to get married right away. He has already inherited the county of Verona. We're up so fast. All right, let's do it. We have excelled at our contract. She literally only wanted us to do one thing. That's a lot of gold for one thing. Another fire. We're getting so many. This area is so dangerous. We're gonna have to run again. Fire catches us running. Oh, he's wounded, but he like healed it right away. Good. That wound could literally have killed him. The easy life. Oh, you like it. You like it in the camp. That's great. Our wife is not pregnant and probably won't get pregnant again, I'm guessing at this point. Okay, that's good. What about you? Do you need us? What do you need us to do? This is a mayor. I'd rather do this guy's contract, the count. So let's do it. It's basically the exact same thing that his boss just had us do, except I think for a little less money and a little less prestige. No prestige at all. That's fine. We could maybe do this too. He's looking for sellswords. Okay, so work charms is 78%. We will use our intrigue. Nice. think we might do his contract. Putting my ear to the ground is the one we want to do here. Good. Buzzing Scourge. Okay, this herb might help us. We did our best. We tried. Okay, we tried. We tried. The Knight Errant. Are you any good? Yes, you are. You can join. Please join our court. Okay, we can put our ear to the ground. That will work. We have succeeded. Just like last time, we will return home by sea. All right, let's get on a boat. So we have the money. We almost have the prestige. To get more prestige, we're going to have to do something a little different. Hopefully this ticks through. If it doesn't, it's going to actually overstress us. I almost want to quit it just because I don't want to be overstressed. Oh, it worked. Okay, we're not doing another one. Not when we're riding the edge of our stress here. We are more stressed than we've ever been. We've never held a single party. The whole time, we've never held a party in our tents. And we're getting to the place where things are coming to an end. So we might just want to do that, right? We might want to have revelry, you know? So let's look at this. My current player heir is you, right? You are sick, but you'll probably get better. You will probably get better. And then we have our boy. Whew. He really does like us. He really does like us. It's getting to the point where just pay double is enough, or just using the hook will be enough, which is good, because that's what we want. But we're not ready. Like I said, we got a few more things we're gonna do. One, we're gonna hold a camp revelry. Why? Because we never have, and we should. You know, who's our guest of honor gonna be? Nobody, because it doesn't look like anybody's coming. Confirm, we will start our camp revelry. So let's have a party. Everything is going our way. So we're gonna have a good drink. We're gonna remind ourselves of all the good time and everybody who's lost. Gukok, Mare, that fat prince from the beginning that I barely remember. Okay, torch and start looking, don't go far. Stefan, been wandering about. We shall sit and wait. So this is a 40% chance. He just has a good time. He comes back wounded, or he leaves. It's a very small chance he just leaves. Or we can look for him. We're just gonna sit and wait. He finds his way back. He had a good time. You know, you wander out there sometimes, you have a good time. It's dark around the tent. Fires are always bright. You can always find your way back. At least that's how it feels to me. Look at us all having a party. This, a wandering merchant. So we could buy a fine sword. We already have a sword. Or we could try to go for the trinket, the manual of martial arts. While this is not that useful to us right now, it could be useful to whoever is our heir, whoever gets this stuff at the end. Although we'll probably distribute our stuff because because the plan is to randomize, right? Let's do it. We could always use a tiny bit of stress down, so we'll give him some money. And we'll get the manual of martial arts. Ah, what a party! What a party! No sooner had I stopped to get refreshments than hobbled Bones upright too. I think we could all do with a bit of friendly competition. He begins Bowenham. Perhaps a light archery contest. Why don't we hunt for it? First gets the first kill, or come then you choose the target. We basically automatically succeed at this, and it gives us prestige, which actually puts us over what we need. I feel bad about about humbling my sick child though, but he's the one who suggested it. That ain't my fault that he suggested it. That's all I'm saying. All right. What a wonderful revelry it was too. Yeah, we needed that stress down for sure. Like for sure we needed that stress down. Okay, good. Now we will go to here and we will convert to local culture. Every close family member sharing your culture. That's like nobody. Nobody has the same culture as me. I guess my proper born Russian daughters do. Yeah, I am going to become Catalan. Let's do it. We are now officially Catalan. We have now settled on where we are. The only person that should change is our two youngest daughters, right? Yep, the twins. There is one thing we're going to do though. We are going to reset your guardianship. So we're going to remove guardian, and then we are going to educate you so we can convert your culture. Hopefully you will become Catalan as well. Hey Duke. You know, I feel like I'm a man who has traveled the entire world, gained fame in hundreds of places. I went from a womanizer to a married man. I have had children die when I was young. I have made many children. I have worked to make sure that all of them were acknowledged, first by my family, then by my dynasty. And now I come to you and I say, I think I could be of use to you. Please, please allow me to stay. We actually want the one that borders the place that we plan to conquer, because that's logical. So we will purchase land. It feels like so much has happened, like everything has happened. I mean, this has been one long, exciting, and strange ride. A price for everything. Ha, they say nobility can't be bought. All right. Our liege likes us. We are now a mere count. It's fine. It's very fine. They say nobility can't be bought. They say that, right? I can't do it as a holy war. You do it as a struggle clash. So we don't have the prestige. It's fine though. We'll get it. We will get it. Why are you sick? Everybody's sick. There's no plague or anything. So let's look at this. So we have this guy who is our bishop. This guy who is our mayor, who we worked with in the past. This guy. So we're not going to get rid of him, even though it feels like maybe we should. We will instead send a poem about how difficult things can be. You know, don't have the prestige. No poem sending. Okay, we need a chancellor. The only job he can realistically do is chancellor. We need a steward. Our son would make a good steward, but our son is actually going to be our spy master. At least until he leaves, which won't probably be for a while yet. We don't have any great stewards, but Bermond is as good as anybody else. And that leaves us with our knight Nicholas. No, it's got to be Bartholomew, right? Like, he's been with us forever. He's married to the mother of our son. It's got to be you, right? Get in there, Bartholomew. We originally thought you were a French spy, and since then you have served us admirably. Get in there, my marshal. Get in there. You know, I gotta say, I had no idea exactly what I was going to decide to do and when, where we were going to land, but I just love the fact that we fell in love with Barcelona because that is where we met our wife, and we don't want to go back to the chaos that is the Empire right now. Like, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it doesn't seem like a good idea anymore. Hopefully we can get our son here to change to Catalan. That's what we would prefer for him to be. Let's look at our succession. So we can change. To designate an heir, we would need maximum authority, right? Our son, Count Jacob, will inherit, which I think is fine. Yeah, I think now that we've finally landed, I think this is going to bring this episode to an end. I think we did so much this episode, and wow, it's like an exciting moment of change. I wonder if someday this is going to be part of our destiny. I always felt that it would, but with the strength of Bulgaria right now, just don't feel we have it in us. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope you join us the next time we are here with Demetrius Vardos, the Count of Lleida.